We are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for a pre-Thanksgiving loosen up the pants, a couple notches on the belt because you're going to eat so much episode here of Idiots on a Mic. I am your host, Matty Ice. Alongside me to my left.
Make the L's, man.
Mr. Rod Daddy himself today. Fantastic. Good to hear it. Got a lot to talk about today. We got to talk about the fact that Black Friday might not be a thing this year. Do you think, is it the worst thing in the world that a bunch of psychopaths aren't going to go around slapping each other, tasing each other to get the best deals out there?
Well, I mean, I plan on going out, so it's less people out, the better for me.
See, yeah, you seem like the kind of guy that's going to take advantage of a lesser crowd, if I had to guess.
Oh, normally I wouldn't go out, but this is definitely something I'm taking advantage of. If I don't do my Christmas shopping now, I ain't doing it.
So for every friend and family member listening out there, guess what? Friday, your gift is being purchased.
That's right. Anything asked for after Friday is a no-go.
That's right. Forget about it. Hey, how's that volume coming in? Does that sound good?
Sounds good. A little staticky, but the sounds pretty good.
A little staticky.
Just tad. I don't know. It might be my headphones too. I don't know.
I got the old mixer hooked up, so we got to talk about the fact that Ohio State almost dropped one to Indiana. That was a little little tricky. Hey, yeah. Everybody's talking about that lefty from Indiana, though, that Penix or whatever his name is.
Dude, the ball just zips off his hand. I mean, and it's a weird throwing motion, but
he can sling it, man. Absolutely sling it. You're going to see me play with a few things here today like this as well. Oh, but rocking. The lady and I went and got some Christmas jammies.
Is that a onesie? Does it have footies? No. Oh, okay. Oh, look. that COVID-19 hitting you hard, huh, bud?
Hey, I don't want to talk about it, okay? It has. It really has.
You and me both. I'm like the COVID 36.
That's not. Oh, dude, it's been pretty rough. Got my champagne with me this time. I haven't been able to really drink much the last couple episodes, so had to go ahead and get that taken care of. But what else have we got? A curfew in Ohio. I'm going to talk about that a little bit. The fact that 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. COVID is non-existent. COVID is rampant at those times.
Oh, absolutely.
But during the day, no, he's a nocturnal son of a gun, isn't
he? Maybe COVID's just a ginger, afraid of sunlight.
Okay. Okay. We're also going to talk about a few different quarantine cures. The lady and I have to quarantine a little bit here, so these are suggestions if anybody wants to throw some into the comments below. We got puzzles, we got movies. We've already started Christmas movies. We're that kind of household where it's like the lights are up already. Thanksgiving hasn't even happened yet. We just bought more ornaments and stuff today.
Felicia went ahead and put up our tree. It looks pretty good. Pretty easy, Just put 3 things together, bada bing, bada boom.
Snap, 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 plug it in.
That's right. I wish I could say we're a family that goes out and gets their own tree every year. That just seems like a lot of work.
I still have that skimpy one from the old apartment where it's just it holds about 6 ornaments and that's all you get out of it. And then we're going to talk about some essentials if Black Friday does exist anymore, or if it's just going to be a Cyber Monday kind of thing. Hey, that's the world I don't mind living in. I'm all about the Cyber Monday deals, so give them to me. Let's talk about that. 3 things if you do have to stand in line for Black Friday. What are some essentials? So again, we are able to see live comments. So anybody who is watching, go ahead and reach out to us, give us some suggestions along the way. But first of all, let's talk about that Ohio State, man. Let's talk about I don't know that their defense is not what it was. I don't see them as but now I'm going to catch a lot of flack. I don't see them as a top 4 team this year.
No, I think Indiana is very underrated, and I think their defense is really good. They have a really good weapon that Fogel or whatever his name is, that wide receiver is really good, and then their quarterback just looked phenomenal. But mix that in with Ohio State's atrocious defense, it's going to be rough. And I think this is the first time we really saw Fields get under a lot of pressure, and just the boneheaded decisions he made with the ball just astounded me. I didn't think he had that in him. Hopefully he can move past it going into this week, but we'll see.
Yeah, and there's kind of some surrounding news, encompassing football in general. I know probably don't want to talk about it, buddy, but your old boy Joey B is
I'm gonna have
KIA.
To
Dude, he like that poor guy. The fact that he even lasted the season, though, kudos to him. And they were talking about it on Pat McAfee show, how it's like, I mean, he's not crying. He doesn't look like he doesn't look like he's in pain. And like you said, you watched the replay in slow motion. He popped out, popped back in prior to him hitting the ground. So the fact that he had the wherewithal to show no emotion and get through that, kudos to him. He's
the doctors are saying that they're pretty optimistic he'll be back for next year. So here's the hoping we just tank the rest of the season, get that Penei Sewell, that behemoth of an offensive tackle out of Oregon, and call it a day.
How many behemoths of offensive tackles have you gotten over the past few years, though?
Well, we got one, and he's our best lineman, Jonah Williams, and then after that, the rest are trash cans. So you can put traffic cones out there. At least they'd get in the way.
They need to get those. Have you ever seen those like tackle dummies that you can drive, like steer?
Yes.
They should just put some of those in the way. At least they could bump into somebody as they're passing by.
Hey, man, I'm thinking about petitioning Zach Taylor to go sign Big Mace. Get him out there.
Hey, hey, that's a good idea. If he's up for it, let's get our boy Big Mace on there. What do you think?
That's right.
This is a powerhouse. While we're at it, let's go ahead and shamelessly. They might as well take some CBD products while they're there for all that inflammation. Hey, Joey B takes some CBD. Joey B takes some CBD from CBD Brothers USA. I guarantee he's in the best shape of his life coming back.
That's right. Just heal that right up.
That's how it works. I'm sure Steve is somewhere. He's going to catch this and be like, "Oh, good Lord! Now I got to come back on and explain to everybody that's not like this. It's not this all healing. Like you can't just go out, snap a leg, put some CBD oils and salve on it, and it heals." I tell you what, though, you
got to soak it in it.
Yeah, I tell you what, I do use that salve though. It is a thing of beauty. It really is. Even some of the soreness that I've been experiencing from working out is like I know this is primarily for inflammation, but put a little bit of that on it. It's got some soothing qualities to it as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till after I get into this program before I start using any of it. There's no THC involved with it, and it's all just the actual CBD itself because the THC has been removed. But with testing and stuff, it gets kind of wacky. So I'm just gonna not take any chances there.
Wicked smile. Well, you also were talking about taking it up your butt too. That's not.
Well, what's wrong with that?
That's not how. I mean, maybe that's how it works, but
that's a demonstration that you and Steve showed me.
I don't think you watched the right video. No, but I totally agree with you. I think that the fact that Fields was out there making those throws like that, like you said, you would think from everything we've seen so far, he's got such a level head on him that that wasn't the expectation of what he was going to do. And it turns out that, hey, man, if he wants to just yuck it, he's going to yuck it. And I think a lot of quarterbacks, like even throughout the NFL this year, have kind of had that mentality.
I mean, look at Carson Wentz out there. He's in danger of losing his job because he's just been throwing picks left and right, too.
I wouldn't mind seeing Jalen Hurts out there, though, either. So
there's rumors that he might be starting this week.
You picking him up?
No, absolutely not.
Big fantasy week for us this week, isn't it, bud? You versus me. I'm in second place. Seth, kudos to Seth. Seth, if you're listening, I don't know that anybody's really going to beat you from here on out this year, but and
just want to
partially
point
my
out
fault.
that 50% of his losses came to yours truly. So I just want to point that out.
This is your same. This was your same argument to Zach last year or Cowboy last year when. What was it? One of the however many wins that the Bengals
That's
had
right.
came at the loss of the Browns. So,
Yep, that's all that matters.
I don't know. I'm interested to see what happens with the Bears going forward. Doesn't sound like Foles was knocked out enough to not play this upcoming week. I want Trubisky back in there, but I just don't know anymore, man. It's just such a crapshoot.
You know, let's just throw away this season. Let's go into next season. Joey B's gone. The season's pretty much over. Give the Chiefs the title.
I know. Yeah. Just hand it over and let's get on.
Oh,
yeah. I haven't really paid much attention to the receivers at Ohio State this year. Olave is still there, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be a stud in the NFL.
I think so too. I think he was one of my favorite receivers last year, and I think he's going to do really well.
I don't know that they really established Master Teague as like the guy. It doesn't seem like they want to. Almost.
Yeah, well, once that offense entirely should go through Master Teague, and then let Fields make plays as needed. I don't think putting the game on the shoulders of Fields is necessarily good.
Like any successful team, really.
Yeah, and I don't know. I have this theory that Ohio State, because they put out really good wide receivers in the NFL, but quarterbacks they don't. I have this theory that the offense and the routes are actually dictated by the wide receivers and not so much, and it's not so much the quarterback reading the defense. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find out if Fields goes to the NFL and he doesn't do well. I think that might be something we need to look at.
I know, and that's the thing too, is like you look at any quarterback that has come out of Ohio State and their transition to the NFL, most of them become receivers.
Yeah.
Terrell Pryor, Braxton Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it? Miller? No. JT Barrett. JT Barrett, I think, actually did go in as a quarterback, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and then you got, and wide receiver wise, you got Michael Thomas, you got Terry McLaurin. The wide receivers aren't bad coming out of Ohio State.
No, absolutely not.
His play is just awful. Maybe Fields turns it around. Maybe, I don't know. We're gonna find out. He's got Illinois coming up on the 28th, so we're gonna see how he does there.
Yeah, they're gonna get sawed down.
Heaven forbid somehow Illinois pulls that off. Whew.
You think I will let anybody forget? No, sir.
Oh, absolutely not.
Sir. Not a chance. It won't happen, but it's fun to dream,
Hey, everyone's got to have a dream.
It's fun for us to talk about and pretend.
Even a 30-year-old man sitting in his basement in some pajamas.
Okay, I'm upstairs in the guest room, and I'm only 28. That actually really hurt that you called me a 30-year-old, man. I did not think that was going to be as painful as it was. But what do you think about Notre Dame this year? Are they actual contenders? They beat Clemson without Trevor Lawrence.
I don't know. I haven't been keeping up too much with college ball except for outside of Ohio State.
Yeah. I haven't either. I just can't I can't bring myself to watch Illinois that much this year. TCU had a couple big wins early on, but they're not good either. I'm interested. I think Jalen Reagor, once he stays healthy for a long period of time, will be successful in the NFL. But he's also got to have a quarterback that A, is healthy and 2, can stay on his feet.
Can actually throw the ball to his own teammates. That'd be nice.
So let's move along. We'll transition out of football. I know. Hey, next year, Beer Chug's going to be back. We're going to have this platform. We're going to
That's right. We're gonna get the hang of it. We just got to do some kind of rebranding per se.
Well, the beauty of it is as long as everybody gets the microphones that can hook up to laptops, and we can do the remote stuff. We can have 10 people in this thing,
Oh yeah, that will be good.
so it'll be a little bit easier to get people going. Curfew is back.
That's right.
I'm finally. I was on probably like a month and a half. I had been traveling all over the place, so good to be back in Ohio where I can't go anywhere. What a treat that is.
Little at home time
I,
do you good.
Yeah. Oh, it sure will. It sure will. Especially with the holidays come up, it's pretty nice to kind of relax a little bit. Um, do you? The curfew thing's a hoax, right? I mean, there's nothing. I mean, you got to think majority of protecting people would benefit from them having like a daytime curfew. You know what I mean?
Here's my question: if they're gonna, yeah, I don't understand the 10 to 5. How many people are really out spreading COVID 10 to 5? You know what I mean? Like
That's what I'm
people
trying to figure
probably
out.
mainly spread it during the day, and when people are active and stuff like that, it'd make more sense to do something along those lines. But yeah, what do we know? I don't know.
Yeah, I think the curfews are such a joke, and apparently we're one of the only places that might have it. New York.
Uh, lost you for a second. Oh, technical difficulties. And we wait.
There we go.
There you are. Look at that.
There we go. We are
There we
back. Okay.
Yeah. If I don't recall, our comment that you just put up on the screen from Forrest Evans, I think she's from Kentucky, I believe, to where she's commenting from. So, I don't know how many people are actually in Kentucky. So, I mean, I don't know if they need a curfew, but
They're all spread out between the mountains and the hills.
yeah.
And all that stuff, so they're probably all right. Now, and what gets me too is like, so Ohio has a list of states that if you travel to there and come back, you have to quarantine for 14 days. And most of those states, like New York's not on that list, California's not on the list. It just like states you think would be astoundingly high in terms of cases,
Yeah.
are not on the list.
I could imagine that list is probably like South Dakota, Montana,
It is, yeah,
Iowa.
it's unbelievable. Like some of them, like Alabama, I guess I can understand a little bit, but most of them are just kind of like they're. I don't think anybody's really visiting those states anyway, so it's not a huge deal. But
all right.
So yeah, I don't know the whole travel ban on some things and the curfew. I don't fully understand. I just like what is the thought process? Who's a DeWine decision?
Our fearless leader, Mike DeWine.
Do you have any updates on how you feel about the man?
Nope, absolutely not. If you're interested, please listen to previous episodes of Idiots on a Mic.
Pretty sure you called him like a Nazi or something at one point, but
I hear you. We're looking into it.
Nobody do the research, okay?
Yeah.
He didn't actually say that. Nobody go back and look. Yeah, I really don't understand, and I wonder. I haven't really seen policies from other states in comparison to what they're doing. If they have a curfew, if they're locking up restaurants. I mean, you can still go to restaurants. Like, what? I still don't understand. Like, is it just like they don't want drunk people to be stumbling around doing stupid shit?
I think that might be it, but at the same time, if I don't recall, you can't drink anything after 10 o'clock anyway.
Yeah, most if not all. I mean, the same thing. When we traveled to Denver, that's been a month and a half ago. It was the same thing that they had to stop serving alcohol at like 10.
Yeah, I'm like, all right. So you're telling me I can't go out and frolic in the park at 10 p.m. at night? All right. That was on my list of things to do when it's -30 outside, but whatever.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now. This is going to be my list of things to cure quarantine boredom. I'm going to get 30 rack of Bush Light. I'm going to stay home. And I'm going to go ahead and swallow all of it.
That's right. Easy day. Stay hydrated.
Easy day.
Keeps COVID away.
Well, yeah. So there's also like and I think this is just a smoker thing saying this. They're like, oh yeah, the carcinogens in my lungs are apparently beneficial for preventing COVID because it can't live. It basically cannot live within the lungs.
I saw this meme of it has COVID and then and it enters your body and COVID jumps out and he's like, how do you live like this?
Pretty accurate. That's an old Nick Miller right there.
That's right.
Rubbing alcohol for outside wounds, drinking alcohol for inside wounds.
That's right.
That's how we handle that situation. Take care of that cleaner right out.
Don't get them mixed up because then it's just
Yeah, rubbing alcohol not for inside wounds. No. Drinking alcohol maybe for outside wounds. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
What a change of pace. I think this is the first episode where I've been able to enjoy a brewski or two before without you having to do one. That one does taste a little watered down, though, I'm not gonna lie. All right.
Well, push though.
Moving along. Favorite Christmas movies?
Tis
the season.
You got to watch it every year. You got to watch The Grinch. You got to.
Jim Carrey's Grinch.
Yes, absolutely. And even the cartoon, the animated one's really good.
The newest one?
Yeah, the newest one. It was funny. I liked it.
The guy, Cumberbatch.
Yeah, that's right. Oh,
it's Cumberbatch, not Cumberbund. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Benedict Cucumber out there. He it's pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
the dog makes that movie, so it
for sure. For sure.
Good. Get you in the spirit.
Are you an Elf guy? Are you big on Elf? Will Ferrell?
My family likes it, so I'll watch it. Usually it's at least on at some point.
I enjoy it, but the fact that it's like everybody's favorite, like it's just Will Ferrell yelling as an elf for like 2 hours. Like I get it. Yeah, I mean, basically, that's really what it is. It's like, okay, guess what? He's going to be awkward for 2 hours of this movie, and hope you enjoy it. Okay, here it is. We're going to cram it in your face every year now.
Exactly.
Have you had a chance to see Klaus on Netflix yet?
No.
It's basically like how the legend of Santa started. It is a very good movie. So it tells the story of this postman. He lives this very comfortable life. He's going through the like postman
stuff.
Like yeah.
Oh, actually,
like
I think I have
basically.
seen it. Yeah. It's a cartoon, right? Yeah. I've seen it. It's good. I liked it.
It is very good. And so it's like he basically convinces kids. His dad tells him, all right, you have to go to this place, Smearensburg, which it's basically just two families. It's like a Romeo and Juliet situation. They're constantly fighting against each other. These two families are like all the way down to the little children. They're like fighting each other. And he has to convince people to like mail letters. His dad says, if you mail 6,000 letters in 1 year, then you can come back home to this fancy lifestyle that you're living and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Goes out there. And the guy that runs the ferry like to and from this island, he's asking him, he's like, well, why doesn't anybody want to mail letters? He's like, well, everybody's got one thing to say to each other, and they're doing a pretty good job of it. They're just like chase each other with pitchforks and blasting like cannonballs into the other people's houses and stuff. And so he teams up with this old woodsman who makes toys and stuff.
Which, by the way, it's kind of gets you a little teary-eyed there for a little bit. With,
I
story,
know. Yeah. With like how he wanted to have a family and they just couldn't have a family, and why is that necessary? Like, why did they have to go? This is like Up. Like, why did they have to preface the whole thing with him finding his wife, and they get married, and she gets old, and she ends up passing. But they have to preface that whole story with that before you can like, oh, then little Russell shows up, and you can laugh because he's this chubby wilderness explorer kid who
With his bird, his big bird.
wasn't yeah, Kevin the bird.
Yeah.
Very creative child. What about, so we just watched Home Alone the other day too, and I remember there being more to the like action scenes where he's like fighting the robbers.
I feel
It
like
seemed like
we used our imagination quite a bit when we watched it as kids, you know.
you're probably right. You're like, man, I would have done this if they came in. Like
Yeah.
everything was
What a
specific
rookie.
to your house. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, paint cans. Wow, real creative kid. I could have used something much better.
Oh, I would have hate to be you put Bryce in that story. That feel bad for those robbers.
He's burning them with lighters and aerosols, and I hope he's okay. You think he did? You think he even does Christmas? Does he do stuff for Christmas? Do you know?
Oh yeah. He's actually right now he's sitting outside of a store waiting for a PS5. So he's gonna sit out there for 48 hours to pick up a PS5.
Are you gonna get the PS5? It's like
Not till
$500.
not till like spring once they work all the bugs out of it, spring or summer. I got a wedding to pay
See,
for,
for
dude.
me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait like 4 years from now when it's a lot cheaper than it is now. So by the time the PS6 is coming out, I'll be buying that PS5.
Get that discount, dog.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, as long as they set it up so you can play all the games on. Sorry, bud, you can't get the PS5. You gotta get the Xbox, pal.
Listen here, Dallas. Yeah, the PlayStation's the way to go. Xbox is trash. You know it. By the way, he's got his own Twitch thing. It's pretty good. I think it's like the Bearded Man. I don't know. Comment with your Twitch thing. We'll throw it up here, bud. But
Yeah,
anyhow,
give us your Twitch channel.
yeah, we'll throw it up here. But anyhow, yeah, good dude. It's one of my vet buddies. I went to school with. So, but yeah, anyhow, but he's wrong. He's wrong. Absolutely wrong.
See, I've been PlayStation. We had an Xbox 360 at one point growing up, and I will say, and it's the same with either console. Like, there's select games that are beautiful, like for that. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, the bearded guy, excuse me, twitch.tv/the beard guy. Go check it out. But I think the older Call of Duty's Modern Warfare and all that stuff, that was specific to the Xbox, wasn't it?
No, it was the big thing for Xbox was their exclusive they had was Halo. And for the longest time, Halo was the big multiplayer game. So multiplayer for the Xbox was leaps and bounds ahead of the PlayStation at one point. The PlayStation's always had more exclusives, and it's starting to come out to where the PlayStation has more story-driven games, and they've caught up to the Xbox when it comes to the internet stuff. So, I mean, the graphics, you're going to get just about the same either way. It doesn't matter what, in my opinion, which one you really go with for graphics or picture or anything. But I like to play this, the exclusives, your God of War, your, stuff like that, Sony exclusives.
And Last of Us.
Yeah, the good story-driven games. But if you're going multiplayer now, everything's... Yeah. They're coming out with a new one of those, too. Should be next year, actually. So pretty excited about that.
I heard Last of Us 2 was a dumpster fire. Can you confirm that?
No, I thought it was really good, actually. It's not what you'd expect. But overall, I think it's not bad. It's pretty good. If you want to borrow it, I'll let you borrow it. It's over at Griff's right now, but he hasn't played it because he's stuck on Warzone. So
I feel like there was a couple things I was supposed to borrow from you. By the way, I still have your Spider-Man. I'm staring right at it.
Oh, you dirty dog. I didn't even Miles Morales is out now.
I know. I'm excited for that. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know how I feel about the whole electricity coming out of the same thing. I know that's one of his abilities, but it seems a little overpowering for that game, for that style of game. but we'll see. I'm excited for it. I'm glad there's a lot they can do with Spider-Man. Hey, let's make a Venom game. Let's make a Venom game. Let's keep this.
Yeah,
Let's keep the Spider-Man thing rolling. Let's make a Venom game.
There's a new game coming out. It's called Cyberpunk 2077. It's got Keanu
Yeah, that's
Reeves.
been
I believe
pushed. It's also been pushed back about 15 times, hasn't it?
Yep. I think they showed the previews when the PS4 launched, and now it finally is actually coming out, and it's coming out December 7th, I want to say. So, and there's no more pushbacks. Like, it's already on the discs. They're pressing it now and going to launch it. So I'm pretty stoked about that. That looks really good.
What's the premise? Does it even matter what the premise of the game is? The fact that Keanu Reeves is like the main character. I mean, it just who cares? Let's get it.
Imagine this is how it's been described to me. Imagine like GTA 5, like Grand Theft Auto, but in the future, and with a ton more like customizations, and like the storyline is like whatever choices you make as the character, it's free open world. But like whatever choices you make, how you choose to start affects the ending and everything like that.
Yeah, and that's what I like too. Is I love the games like that. Now, granted, they're slower and they're a little more boring, but like the Telltale games, like Game of Thrones Telltale series, and like Batman has one and things like that, where it's all conversation driven really, and there's a few little interaction pieces that you can do, but they basically plug you into conversation. You get 4 choices to pick from,
right?
And based on how you answer, kind of drives you in one direction or the other for the remainder of the storyline, and how, like, I played the Game of Thrones one. So you're like a small house. You are one of the Stark bannermen. And it starts right at the Red Wedding. And if I'm spoiling this for anybody, then
shame on you, first of all. But
shame. So you're a Stark bannerman. It starts after the Red Wedding, and you are basically like running out of this camp as people are getting slaughtered. Your house is in danger now because the Boltons want to take control of it and everything, and you play through like this storyline, and the fact that Ramsay Bolton is a part of it, like, there's just a deep-seated fire in your belly as you're playing that game. And so all the choices that I made, I got my whole house slaughtered. Like, every single one of us, there's an older son. The dad gets killed. I think the mom gets killed at one point. The little brother got killed because of my account. And then there's like a middle brother and another sister. And that dude, nobody stood a chance. I'm mouthing off to everybody I got a chance to mouth off to.
You're a monster.
Oh, what's that? And you can't help it, man. You get put in a situation where it's like, all right, you have to decide. I think the worst part is, like, you already know who these characters are before you play this Telltale series. Had I not played it, I probably would have been a little bit smarter. But it was like, oh, I have to talk to Cersei. Like, she doesn't just annihilate people for a living, and like it helps her sleep at night. I don't think so, man. I'm gonna tell her how it is. Gotta tell her how it is. So kind of a good segue into our next topic. A few good ideas to cure quarantine boredom. Video games definitely has to be on towards the top of that list, if I had to guess. Movies, it's Christmas movie time. I know we talked about a couple. We started a puzzle, and it is a very tough puzzle, and I gotta be honest with you, man, I don't want to do it anymore. It's like a puzzle of Earth, like from outer space looking down on Earth, and there's like a lot of just like black around the edges.
Oh yeah.
And like we finally have like the frame of the puzzle together, and now it's like, okay, that took us like 5 days to do, so I don't want to do this anymore.
Good for you. I don't have the patience for puzzles.
I enjoy them, but Megan and I like to fight about who did more of the puzzle, and causes a little tension in the household.
See, we can't do puzzles because we have this monster.
So I have a picture still of I was taking a nap at the old apartment the one day, and she like tucked herself in my armpit, like as we were taking a nap. And I was showing it to Megan today. I was like, this is back when she wasn't a monster.
Hello, Kitty.
By the way, Target has these PJs on sale for $15. And also they make ones for pets. So the boys also have matching safari pajamas in case you and the lady were wondering what you guys should do for Christmas this year.
Oh, we already got matching PJs.
They have ones with dinosaurs on them too.
Oh,
something to think about.
Yeah, we already got them. Our pajamas are like fuzzy.
Are they? You got onesies too, don't you?
We did at one point. It was pretty dope. Hey, don't knock on the onesie, all right? It's cozy as shit.
I hate the one. No, the onesie sucks. Whoever invented the onesie was just like, they're an asshole.
Says the guy wearing not a onesie right now. Yeah.
The smart guy. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, exactly. I wore that Stitch onesie for Halloween, and it was such an inconvenience to pee. I've never had a zip starting from here all the way down to take a piss, man. It doesn't make any sense.
That's why you get the ones with the extra zipper on the fly.
So you can separate them. Oh.
TM.
Is that a thing? Yeah. If it isn't, it is now. Do you have anything unique that you're doing to cure quarantine boredom, though?
Yeah, you know what? I was gonna say, pretty much just video games, watch some new stuff on TV. We're just watching the Jack Ryan series so far, pretty good, 2 episodes in. Yeah, other than that, I mean, I don't know, work on some house projects, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Well, for those of you living in an apartment like myself, there's not a lot of house projects to be worked on. However, being able to put decorations up, I think that's why we got so excited to put decorations up, is because it's like, well, shit, we can't do anything else, so
it was something new.
I don't know what it is about this year, but I've never been so excited to put Christmas decorations up.
Yeah, Felicia's wanting me to put up lights on the house coming soon, so
yeah,
I'm gonna be up there with a staple gun, just pow, pow. Hopefully it stops raining.
You guys are getting new shingles for Christmas next year.
Oh, if I get up there, we might need a new roof. Put a hole in that damn thing.
Yeah, just go ahead. The cat's just gonna be batting at your feet as you're dangling from them. Just use you as a scratching post while you're stuck there.
Oh, absolutely.
Are you guys like fierce on buying the cat new toys for Christmas?
Oh, the cat's already going to get a ton of toys. My dad's actually looking at buying it's a fish that hangs down, and it's motion censored, so whenever she walks by it, it'll flop. And I think she's going to lose her little feline mind.
Last time we were over there, man, I was like, she forgot who I was, man. She doesn't know who Uncle Matty is anymore. What kind of BS is that? I walk out, she's a swap my hand and bite my fingers, and
she doesn't like people. She doesn't like me. She doesn't like anyone. She just wants to, if she wants love, she'll come to you.
We talked about if we get a house, then getting a cat, and I don't know how the dogs are going to react to that. You saw how Mac was with Waffles.
Oh, yeah.
He got along with her just fine.
Well,
it was the other way around.
Absolutely. The cat was like, It was so used to tonight, the slow, steady, like, all right, I can do with this. And then you had the crackhead come in, and she just wasn't having it.
Yeah, crackhead he is. All right. So this is going to be kind of your big segment here. You're going to be the Black Friday shopper. Is there 3 things that you have thought about that you need to have with you when you're waiting in line for Black Friday shopping? If do you now let me ask you this: do you even think it's going to be a thing?
Well, Bryce is currently sitting in line waiting for Black Friday stuff. So yeah, I think it's a thing. But so the essentials.
Is he a day early? Is he a day early?
The line. He was the first one in line today, so he's sitting outside right now. Now, for granted, it is warmer there. He said it's like 75 degrees, so it's nice. But you need a chair if you're going overnight. You need a chair. You need a cooler
for sure,
so you can put your beverages. And
what beverages?
Oh, any kind of beverages. Whatever.
You gotta put a Gatorade in there so you have somewhere to pee.
That was what I was gonna say. You have to ensure you have a Gatorade bottle, because if not, you're gonna have to get up to go pee and you're gonna lose your spot. Can't have that. And if you're here in Ohio, a space heater, battery powered space heater.
Because they have battery powered space heaters. Is that a thing?
I don't know. Have to call. Yeah. Have to call some people in space and find out if they have heaters up there that are battery powered.
Okay. We'll go ahead and get a hold of Elon. See what sort of heaters he had in his spaceship when he flew over here.
Yeah, I mean, you'd probably need some entertainment. So, of course, have your phone, but major things, somewhere to sit, like a chair, and a cooler full of beverages, and a heater, or, just your phone. It'd be good.
Do you not? Yeah, some sort of like portable battery to charge your phone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like one of those little pocket batteries. That'd be good too. Don't forget that.
You get maybe 2 charges out of those at best.
Yeah, I had one that charged mine up to like 3 times, like fully. And it was pretty sick. Yeah. It was one of the
military grade.
No. For those who know anything about the military grade means it's cheap and breaks pretty easily.
Taxpayer dollars.
All the time you're like, oh, that's military grade, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, so it's trash.
It's military grade underwear for you, bud.
Yeah. Oh, burn a hole right in those after a day at Taco Bell, let me tell you.
Oh, God. If it's overnight, do you just stay up? Are you just staying up, or are you trying to sleep?
Well, I know if you're Bryce and you're strapped, you could probably go to sleep. But I don't know. No, probably not. You probably just stay up.
That's a good point. You probably have to. I don't know that I can fall asleep with a bunch of other weirdos around me anyways.
Yeah, I think that'd probably be kind of hard too. Plus, you'd meet some people behind you and pray to God they're not weird so you can talk to them, have good conversation. Maybe bring a board game or something like that too that you can play, like Monopoly. That'll get you through 2 days.
Oh, God. Yeah. I'd say bring it for the Switch, but it dies within like 2 hours. So
absolutely. Oh, Pokemon Go. Play some Pokemon Go while you're out there, huh? You catch all the Pokemon.
Well, you can't walk anywhere.
Yeah. Well, get hopefully there's a Pokestop nearby and just keep catching them.
The store is like a gym, and you can't get to it until the sale begins and everybody walks in there. How messed up would that be?
That'd be crazy if there was just a gym there. You'd have everyone in line just fighting each other constantly.
Well, I mean, that's what Black Friday is all about anyway. It's just going in
That's
there,
right.
Put the boxing gloves on and go ahead and throw hands with somebody because you both want the same toaster that's on sale for $30.
Yeah, I thought they marked up $30 to tell you they marked it down $30, and you're gonna fight somebody for it. All right, you do you, boo.
Bingo! All I want is a little cheddar cheese for the efforts.
That's right. That's right. Every time I've
I
waited
think what
in
I'm
line,
gonna miss most. Go ahead.
I was
Go
gonna say
ahead.
every time I've waited in line, and once I've gotten the thing I've wanted, I've never felt like accomplished or like satisfied. Like, oh, that was worth it. No, I would pay the extra 10 or 15 bucks for whatever items on sale, just so I didn't have to wait in line in the cold.
Again, man, Cyber Monday. That's you gotta do it. Yeah. It's the way to go.
You have a online shopping addiction. We actually have an intervention coming up for you, the whole squad. That's next episode. Check next episode out for Matty Ice's online shopping intervention.
Gang's all here.
We would be at the apartment every other day. A new box from Amazon would show up and be like, "Well, I know it's not mine." So,
First of all, that is historically inaccurate, if I do say so myself.
you're right. It was every day, most days.
'Tis the season, man. And I'm buying gifts for people. All right.
They'll be
Even though
fine.
It was summertime, springtime, boxes would just shut up. Summer breeze.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think I'm.
That's
weirdly
because we
gonna
don't
miss-
have anything here. We have nothing.
Bingo.
Here. What
Yeah.
are people gonna storm that little farm shop we have, that Royal King?
Best Buy gone.
Yeah,
You got Meyer and you got
the Craft
Walmart.
Barn.
The Craft Barn. That's right. Office Max is gone.
I like to think I had something to do with that.
Oh, undoubtedly. Somehow Home Depot still there. Home Depot still there.
Still
I don't
trucking
know
along, man.
So, there was, when I worked there, an instance where a pallet broke and it rained an entire skid of pea pebbles down on me. And I weirdly did not get in trouble for that. So I'm happy that they weren't going to go out of business for one skid, but I'm sure there was some other things that we unintentionally ended up destroying. They'd be in charge of watering the plants in the morning when I work morning shift. Like, I don't know. Are these things drowning? Who knows? They're
Never
wet though.
worked in the morning. Oh, yeah. Apparently, working at the greenhouse I work at now, like, you have to really water them, and you feel like you're drowning them, but it's like, no, because once it gets filled up at the top, it just slinks down in there. Who would have known? Who would have thought?
Yeah, well, probably the people that design those beds, but
I am not a
Definitely.
designer.
definitely not us. Yeah, I think you have to. I don't know that necessarily has to be a chair. I was thinking a sleeping bag. Like, if you bring a sleeping bag off the ground, I think you do well enough. You know what you need to do is like an air mattress. Just 2 hours of. Ah, shit, line's moving. All right, never mind. Go ahead, deflate this thing now. But I'm gonna
Now,
miss.
they do
I
make
think I'm weirdly gonna
battery-powered
miss
ones of
all.
those.
They do, yes, they do. Where you could fill them up, yeah. And the fan is like built into it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna weirdly miss the chaotic Black Friday sales stories where people are getting tased or beat. Now, I'm not saying that's funny by any means, but
Oh,
It's
it's
ju-
absolutely
it's just bad.
hilarious. Get out of here.
it
People,
just baffles me how wild people get. Like, yeah, I don't understand what the appeal is to just going nuts, like absolute ape shit for
if
$20 off one item. Like,
if you want to lose
they've
your
been-
mind for a toaster or something, you know what? You deserve to get tased. All right. You don't want to act civil.
yeah, yeah,
Where's that job? I want that job.
just tasing people because
Yeah, just-
they're getting too wild at Black Friday sales. You're just like, nobody even hired you. I'm not the hero anyone asked for. But what did you say to me yesterday? I'm not the hero you asked for, but I'm the hero you're stuck with.
I'd just be looking for any reason. Oh, someone's walking briskly. You know the rules.
Single file lines.
Yeah.
Is there a superhero that you think would be effective enough, yet not really worthy enough to where that phrase would come into play, where it's not the superhero we asked for, but the hero we're
Deadpool.
stuck with?
Absolutely Deadpool. Absolutely.
I don't. I mean, he kills people. Like,
or Squirrel
fine
Girl.
hero, because Squirrel Girl is useless. You need to let it go.
Squirrel Girl's not the hero you asked for. What's the one you got?
I mean, she's effective in the Midwest, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I think this is true for college campuses all across the nation. Squirrels around college campuses are absolutely fearless.
Oh,
they
yeah.
do not care.
Kent State. They have those big, massive black squirrels up there that'll come right up to you, steal your French fries, take your wallet, run off, go back. Yeah, it's crazy.
Go buy stuff with your money on Black Fridays.
Yeah, it'll buy
sales.
Go buy more things for its nest. Like those squirrels are ruthless up there.
It's got earmuffs and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are like the ones up in Tiffin. Like they would just run up to you. Normally they're pretty skittish creatures. Like even if you're just like in a neighborhood where there's still a decent amount of like foot traffic, but it's much more scattered, then they scamper off, no problem. But you get ones on a college campus, and they will. It could be walking, and I'm convinced they would take it right from your mouth.
No, I believe it.
So I have a couple questions for you, as we're kind of getting towards the end here. One question I have for you is completely unrelated to the holidays, by the way. If you were a Transformer, what kind of vehicle would you turn back into?
A motorcycle.
A what?
A motorcycle. I feel like you can weave in and out of traffic, like a dirt bike. Definitely a dirt bike.
So
that way you could escape quickly.
You're picking the practical version. I'm asking you as you, like.
Me as a person.
Yes.
Probably like a something like an ice cream truck or a unicycle. Something like this. Like, it's
How are
cool.
Those two, like...
It's useless, but it's cool.
Bud, of all the times I've been asked, what is Nick like? I say, well, he's useless, but he's cool. So
that's right.
Like, what do you? Those are, first of all, I don't know that if a Transformer turns into a unicycle, I don't know that that's like a good Transformer by any means. It's not even powered. You just fall over. Like you turn into a unicycle, you just tip over, and that's it.
Hurry up and pick me up. I gotta go.
Yeah. You want to take me back into town, or we're gonna have to change back into a Transformer? I think an ice cream truck is that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what? You know why? Because the music plays, and that symbolizes a good time, and that's old Rod comes around. It's the good times are rolling. I saw this meme, and it was like,
plus I don't think cool, I'm like an ice cream truck. So whatever.
That's terrible, pathetic. I saw this meme that was like, I don't think I'm going to drink anything tonight. And then it's the next quote is, as soon as alcohol touches my lips, and it's these two crash test dummies sitting right next to each other. And one looks over to the other and he just goes, you ready to die? that sums that up pretty well. So
Absolutely.
one of the things I want to start doing now that I can share my screen on the live feed is I think we can finally start putting like memes that we enjoy up and kind of spread those. So the ones that aren't like you and I going, my God, our sense of humor is so dark. We probably shouldn't do that. But the ones that are more like, hey, this is pretty funny. We can go ahead and share it with the people of the world.
I like it. Getting a little tech savvy.
Wow. Yeah. Hey, I'm figuring it out, man. I'm playing with buttons and stuff over here, so I'm pretty smart.
That's what you can do, you know?
Right.
Just fumble through, press some buttons, see what happens.
Yeah, that's how I make it through life, buddy. That's how I've made it this far in my career, honestly. The old fake it till you make it adage. Here we are.
Hey, it works. Confidence.
Mhm.
Just have confidence in doing what you're doing.
Is there any situation you can't get yourself out of if you just show, like, you act confident? I mean, maybe like a surgery. Like, you can act confident but still really botch a surgery. I think that may be kind of the
I
extent
think.
of it.
Well, I think you'd end up murdering whoever's on the table, but yeah, I think anything that requires actual knowledge, you know. Now you might be able to pass as a surgeon if you've watched like a documentary or something, and like you're just in random conversation. Sure, you can figure that out.
I've seen 19 seasons of Grey's. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing.
I can do a Whipple in my sleep.
So Megan's catching up. She's on like season 10. I was like, isn't there like 16 of these things?
I think the new
But
thing
yeah.
now is they brought COVID into it, and now COVID's like killing one of the main characters, and so yeah, we've been staying away from it. It's too politically driven for my liking.
Yeah, it is very much so. It certainly is indeed. I'm a little stuck. Yeah, so you know what I would like to turn into as a transformer is like a taco truck.
Oh, because everyone would love you. That's a good one.
Everyone
I
would
like
love
it.
me.
That's
Everyone
right.
would love me. I think in terms of an actual vehicle, though, something that is efficient. Okay.
Like a
gets
Tesla.
the gets the job done. Like sure, like a
Adequate
Tesla. I mean,
vehicle, if you will.
yeah, yeah. I was thinking more like a Honda Civic or something, like
Oh, them things
in
all
every
run you
man,
forever now.
in every person's car. Yeah, yeah, certainly. I A motorcycle would be pretty slick, though. I like that. I like that in terms of weaving in and out of traffic. But I feel like if you're a transformer and you had to fight as a motorcycle, I don't think the effectiveness is necessarily there.
Oh, absolutely not. You're just looking to run away.
I want to be like a dump truck.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, do you think it's unfair? Like, if I was a transformer and I was able to turn into a tank, that seems kind of like you. All times I'm ready.
I'll tell you what.
There you are.
This internet connection here today is awful. I don't know which side it is, but whew, it is rough.
It might be mine. Might be mine. The router's
might be mine. I have
downstairs.
no idea.
Need to get one of those Wi-Fi extenders.
Old CenturyLink out here probably using cups to transmit radio signals. Like a cup and a string.
Is it just? It's just mail. They're mailing in your internet.
Yeah. Takes 3 to 5 business days for me to actually, download a game. So
that's how. Listen, that's how it felt downloading Warzone. My goodness,
dude, that game's way too big.
You know what else is way too big?
The COVID outbreak.
All right, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. for today. Thank you all who commented in. Again, we are still available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever normal people listen to their favorite podcasts. We're not giving up on our audio friends. Idiots on a Mic YouTube page is up and running, so go ahead and type in Idiots on a Mic into YouTube. The live stream is available there as well, and of course Facebook, as those of you who've seen today. Dallas and Forrest, we appreciate you dropping comments today. Stay tuned, and as always,
Cheers.
Cheers.